Hey, what's up guys? I am Joe from Workbench, and this week we're going to talk about transparency. Yeah, transparency.
If you guys happen to hear some rumbling, it's kind of thundering here. But it's okay, because I'm reliving my childhood, making a fort with a blanket over my screen to keep the sound down to a minimum. So this is going to be a quick tutorial to show you guys something to add to your bag of tricks. We're just going to make something similar to this. Alright, so let's look at how not to make it. Let's go into this failure comp over here. And you can see if we turn this off, that if we stencil our logo over a shape layer, we'll get the logo cut out, right? But if you want to cut something else out of this, you can't use stencil again. Now I know we can go over here and set this thing to silhouette alpha, and it'll work. But there's another problem. Because this thing is actually just using its alpha channel now, we don't have any of it left. And this is actually a greeble pattern that we're not getting in any of these blocks. So if we go over to this comp over here, you can see that we actually have kind of what I'm looking for. Our blocks have like extra blocks and different things in them. It's a little more complex. And that's because we're not really using our transparency going downward. We're kind of building our transparency from the bottom and going up. And that's because we're using this little switch right here called preserve transparency. And what that does is grab the transparency from all of the layers below it. So it's kind of like a reverse stencil alpha. So on the bottom here we have our Workbench logo. And then we can turn on this little small grid right here. And then set this thing to alpha inverted right here. So we can have more things cut out. And then we have our little greeble mat here, which is itself luma matted. And it's getting its transparency from what's below. So it won't show up where any of these holes are, or any of the W is missing, or the outside of the logo itself. So you can get something like that. No matter what happens with any of these, you're going to need to pre-comp it. But what's nice about using these things in different ways is that you can actually subtract more than one thing without having to pre-comp, mat that, and then duplicate that and mat it with something else. This can all be done in one comp, so you can just bring an element in and it's already ready to go. So don't forget about that and other options that you have available to you. As always, if you have any comments or questions, leave them in the comments down below. And if you'd like to help support what we do, check out patreon.com/workbench. Make sure you keep up with the blog at workbench.tv. And as always, I am Joe, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.